Hey, what's up everybody? It's Flux with fluxwithit.com, and today I want to show you the Arturia Beatstep and what I'm using it for. What I bought the Arturia Beatstep for is basically to be a sequencer for both my analog and Midi synthesizers, and also as an external Midi controller. Now here I have the Moog Phatty, which is a really great synthesizer, but it has a bunch of hidden features inside of it that you can really only access by pulling up the editor software, or by using an iPad app with the editor on it and accessing it through Midi that way. What I've chosen to do here is use the Arturia Beatstep and just plug it in MIDI-wise into the Phatty and map out all the controllers on the Beatstep to handle those hidden functions. Now I've done a kind of makeshift template on here so that I can remember what everything is, but once I'm comfortable, I'm going to put my own skin on here using something like Style Flip or one of those companies. What I've got here is the MIDI. The Midi port is just going straight into the Phatty. The USB is actually right now going to a hub, which is, using Machine so that I can Midi sync everything. But you don't really even need to do that. You can, you can power it from a USB hub that is a powered hub that is connected to nothing, or you can power it from an iPad, whatever you want. What we have here is external input. We've got the beat frequency, filter delay, filter hold, filter velocity to amount, filter velocity to time, filter key amount. We've got the filter gate source, LFO range, wave mod destination, LFO key amount, amp delay, amp hold, amp volume amount, amp velocity to time, amp key amount. And then on the pads, I have all the switches. The switches being, I can instantly switch between a 1-pole filter, a 2-pole filter, 3-pole, 4-pole. I can turn my oscillator gate reset on and off. I can turn on whether or not I want the LFO to reset, the LFO MIDI sync, the filter decay fast amount, the filter reset, filter multi-trigger, filter repeat, amp fast delay, the amp reset, the amp multi-trigger, and amp repeat. And then I use this as just a basically to my middle C. So if I want to just quickly switch between filters, let's take a listen to how that sounds. Here's the 24 dB 4-pole, and then let's go all the way to the 6 dB 1-pole. Just a very different sound when you're using the different poles. I actually prefer the Phatty in 12 dB and 6 dB modes. The lower pole number just really gives it that growl that I like so much out of the filters. Another great thing that you can do that I see in a lot of the Sub37 videos is they show the looping envelopes that are on the Sub37. Well, the Phatty has those same envelopes, and we can showcase that here. I'll just turn on the filter repeat. Okay, and let's turn that off. Back on. Another great thing is that we also have that with the Amplitude envelopes as well. So if I turn that on, and let's go ahead and turn the sustain down and release down. So this gives us a lot of those features that are available on the Sub37's front panel are now available at our fingertips just the same. And it's really pretty much as instant. The only real drawbacks here that I've found are we have to use absolute mode for the knobs. Relative modes don't really work so well. So let me just show you how it will snap to place. Let's take a look at the oscillator beat frequency. I'm going to turn up just, oscillator 1 and 2. And let's go ahead and put the sustain up. Drop this down. And let's play with that. Now if I mess with this from the software, let's say I bring this down here and I touch the oscillator beat frequency here, watch what the knob does. It just snaps into place. So it's not a pass-through and it's not relative. But that's really a small gripe. I mean, not really a big deal if you ask me. So along with that, I mean, now we have external input, so we can go ahead and, send whatever we want into the Moog Sub Phatty now and have instant control at our hands of the external input, which is really important if you're filtering or if you're layering your synthesizers. I like to run some VSTs and things through the Sub Phatty's filter and envelopes, and that's a great way to do it. So let's just we'll play around for a second here, and I'll just show you a couple of things. And of course we gain a sequencer. And another great thing about this is this can all this information can be recorded by your DAW. So whether you're using Machine Studio One or any other DAW, you can actually record this information in along with whatever knob movements you make using the Sub Phatty editor and whatnot. So you can actually be playing with your filter poles on the fly and record that information. So I'll be placing this this template for the Beatstep up on fluxwithit.com so that you can download it, and you can instantly, once you sync it to your to your Arturia Beatstep, here's the MIDI control center here, and once you sync it, you can see all the different functions and how they're mapped out. You can map them out. You can alter the layout if you like. Basically, do whatever you would like with this, and essentially give yourself all the control of a Sub37 without having to pay that extra $500 or so. So anyway, this is Flux with fluxwithit.com. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.